Let's move into college football review because college football was an absolute shit show this weekend.
Yeah,
It's a mess.
Bama's ranked 5 now, dude.
Yeah, so we'll get into the AP poll and we'll talk about the AP poll as soon as we get through the games themselves that caused what we're seeing in the AP poll. First of all, Alabama, Texas A&M.
It
Final
just
score
can't
38.
happen.
Yeah, 38-41. Alabama only led this game for a combined 3 minutes.
That's
They led it for
just
1
so
minute in the
crazy.
first quarter. They led it for 2 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Hmm.
Texas A&M manhandled Alabama. Simple as that. They
I didn't
stuck with them
even
the
look.
entire way. Didn't even waver.
Um, what did is Texas A&M in the top 25 by chance?
I did not look. I looked at the top. Well, I just looked at the top 10. I would assume that they got in somewhere. They're 3-2 now, I want to say.
Mm.
3-3, maybe 4-2. Like you also can't put them in the top 25.
You
They beat
can't.
number one. So you
I
have
don't
to, but
know.
it's weird. It's
I gotta
weird.
look.
Yeah, yeah,
Curious.
yeah. You go ahead and look. I'll read off.
Okay.
So Texas A&M scored the game-tying touchdown with 3 minutes left. They forced a 3-and-out against Alabama, which is a huge stop. March down, kick a 28-yarder. No time left on the clock. Zeros across the board. Win the game 41-38. Just electric stuff. You got it?
Yeah. So they are ranked 21. They're 4-2.
I mean, that's right where they should be, if we're being
Right.
honest.
Yeah.
You beat number one. Like, yeah, you have two losses, two bad losses, but well, no, I mean they lost one to Arkansas.
Arkansas.
I don't know whether their other loss I think is an upset,
I can't
but
remember.
yeah, I don't know. Uh, just keep covering the games really. Number two UGA versus number 18 Auburn, 34-10. UGA just manhandled them.
Yeah.
Like UGA just showed why they're UGA now and why they're a
They
legitimate
showed
contender.
why they're number one
Yeah, I mean, dude,
in the
you
country.
just took the number 18 team in the country and beat them 34-10. They stepped in your end zone in like the fourth quarter. Like
Yeah.
they just their
It's
defense is unreal.
That's domination. UGA is
Speaking of
definitely the
dominant
best team.
defenses, Penn State and Iowa faced off in Iowa City, 20-23. Penn State was up 17-10 going in the second half. Biggest issue here, Sean Clifford left in the second quarter.
That just hurt, dude.
And I don't know if you watched this game,
I was
but
at work and I
backup,
was watching it.
that backup is dog shit. Dog shit. I could have. I think I could have stepped in and done a better job. I mean, you
Oh
see me
yeah.
play some 7-on-7. I'm kind of elite.
And yeah, I have seen you, and it's nothing impressive.
That's just false. You let me know when you can throw a football more than 30 yards, then you can call me unimpressive.
Well, I can't throw a football in general,
I know. I mean, I can throw
but
50-yard dots,
yeah, to
which I
me,
did.
I'm the only one that can catch your passes.
Dude, I think you're thinking of the wrong 7-on-7 game.
Not.
I
We
mean,
were not on a team.
we were bringing out like JJ and Adam Randall to those games. So,
You were all time QB, huh?
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you can't
All
catch.
time.
Anyway,
Yeah, can't catch, but I could throw the shit out of a football. So Iowa scored 13 unanswered points after Penn State scored in the third quarter. They scored early in the third quarter to make it 20-10. And then they came back and scored 13 unanswered. Iowa interception on the final drive sealed the game. And Iowa stormed the field. They were favorites.
yeah,
They were the higher ranked team. They
yeah,
were at home. They
exactly. They're
were
excited. They just
favorites.
beat number 4
Who
Penn
storms a
State,
field
and
after who storms a field as the favorite? That's just dumb.
it's
You
not
were
dumb.
expected to win that game.
No. So how about the Cavs against the Warriors 2016? Court got stormed.
Are you talking about a championship game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
championship.
Okay. Okay. So with your reasoning, if this game was a championship game
Yeah, storm the field.
and Then storm the field.
Tear down the goalposts.
Okay.
If you just won the whole thing, tear down the goalpost. I'm all for it.
It might as well have been a championship game. That was an electric
Oh,
football
come
game.
on, dude. You're going to have to play him again in a couple weeks.
That's the point, dude. That's why the Chiefs Bills game was so big because they know they're going to meet each other in the playoffs, and that's going to determine who's home field advantage.
Are they going to meet each other in the playoffs?
Well, you know
Chiefs
what?
got the Chiefs got to learn
they're,
how to play defense.
they're 2-3. They
We'll
Unless
get to
you're-
that. They're rough. They're still last in the division, by the way.
Oh, I'm aware.
Yeah,
Sad.
that's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, but how do you feel about the Penn State loss, real quick?
I'll get
second.
I'll bounce into it when we
Alright.
get to the AP rankings because that's
Okay.
where I have the biggest issue. I don't have an issue with the loss. We lost our quarterback. And if Sean Clifford was in that game, Penn State wins. Easy.
I agree. No, I agree.
Easy decision. I mean that
You
back
guys were
just
dominating.
made no reads.
Yeah.
It was terrible. It was always just, hey, this is the receiver you're gonna hit when he gets open. He'd get
Just the
open
hot
for a half a
routes, yeah.
second and not hit the hot route. And it's like, well, there you go.
All right.
Number 6, Oklahoma at number 21, Texas is our next big game.
Electric football game.
55-48, Oklahoma over Texas. 41-23, 2:45 in the third quarter. Okay, so about 17 minutes left in the game, 41-23.
Yep.
You're probably wondering, what? Like, how did this happen? Oklahoma scored 25 unanswered.
Unanswered. Yeah.
In, let me do some math here, 10 minutes. 10 minutes of regulation. They scored 25 unanswered points, made it 48-41 with 7:10 left in the fourth.
Unbelievable.
Texas ties it with 1:23 left. Oklahoma turns around and goes, oh,
Mm.
we'll score.
Yeah. And we'll leave you 3 seconds left.
Yeah. You just throw a Hail Mary from 80 yards out.
That's about all you got.
Yeah, maybe. We'll just squib it. Call a game.
Electric
Biggest story out of this game, though, Spencer Rattler is done.
Benched, huh?
This dude was supposed to be like God sent for Oklahoma. Was supposed to be that guy, and he's gone, benched,
For
done
now.
so. No, dude, that backup's all 25 of these points.
But you go through practice, and I don't know, dude. It's. you
I
never
think
know.
I think Spencer Rattler doesn't see the field again unless this other guy gets hurt.
It's
because
very
that other,
possible.
I think it's Caleb Williams. Might be butchering that. I don't know. I didn't look. I just know Spencer Rattler got benched. He should have gotten benched in the West Virginia game 2 weeks ago. But,
Well, then, yeah, maybe they found their guy.
I'm just saying. Another huge game. The last big game we're going to talk about. Arkansas at Ole Miss. 13-17. 51-52 Ole Miss.
Crazy, dude.
Here's how much of an offensive explosion this game was. Can you guess how many punts there were this game?
Not many, Mike.
How many punts are in a normal game, you think? Like 10?
In a normal college football game, yeah.
Yeah, normal college football game. About 10, right?
Yeah, I'd say
There were 5.
give or take.
There were 5 in this game.
Yeah.
And then there was a fumble, there was a missed field goal, there was an interception, and there was 1 turnover on downs. So 9 possessions did not result in a touchdown or a field goal.
Or a punt.
Insane.
You see what I mean?
True. Largest lead was 10, and that was early in the third. That's as big as the gap got. It was a battle.
It's one of those games you just love to watch from beginning to end.
Yeah, it was just it's one of those where like it's almost like sometimes you just need to go watch a baseball game where like each team hits like 6 bombs.
Right.
It doesn't happen, but it's nice to watch.
Right.
Like it's just homer after homer. You don't care that the pitchers suck. That's not what you're focused on. You're focused on the fact that they're just out there getting railed.
That's a great analogy, Mike. Good job.
Yeah.
I'm proud of
It's a
you.
good baseball analogy. It's crazy. I use baseball. So Arkansas scored the game tying touchdown with 1:22 left. Ole Miss answered with a go-ahead touchdown just 15 seconds later. 2 plays for 75 yards, 1:07 left in the game. Then Arkansas goes back and scores again inside a minute. I mean, in that minute 7, they scored with no time left on the clock, all zeros, and they go for 2. What are we doing?
Well, I don't know. It's just one of those. It's one of those things where if you get it, you're a hero, and if you miss it, you're an idiot. You know what I mean?
Yep. I mean, that's fair.
So
That's totally fair.
It's just one of
College
those
football,
things.
exciting
Worked-
this week.
Worked for Detroit. Tell you that much.
Yeah.
Well, then again, it didn't. But we'll get into
How many
that.
wins you guys got?
Oh, we're getting into that, Mike. We're getting into it. We're getting into it.
Let's jump. Let's finish up college with let's just review this top 10. This AP poll is terrible. Just dog shit. Number 1, Georgia. No shit. Number 2, Iowa. Fair.
Sure.
Number 3, Cincinnati. One quality win. One quality win against Notre Dame. We're counting that as they're legit.
We'll go with it.
Okay.
We'll go with
Number
it.
4, Oklahoma. I don't like it. I don't like it. They almost lost to West Virginia. Like they have all 6 of their they have 2 or 3 good wins. Like, I mean, yeah, they just beat 21, but that was a nail biter.
So who takes their spot?
It's fair. They're 6-0. I gotta give them credit. They're 6-0.
You know what I mean?
They're gonna lose, so it's whatever. But they're 6-0. I gotta give them credit where it's due.
There you go.
Here's the 2 spots that I'm not a fucking fan of, and I'll tell you that much. Alabama slides to only 5.
Dude,
You just lost to an unranked team.
You did, but
You lost to an unranked team.
Do you want them to fall out of the top 25? Is that what you want?
No. Let me finish the thought.
Okay.
Because I have a problem with Ohio State at 6.
Okay.
Alabama loses to an unranked Texas A&M.
Yes.
Ohio State loses to a number 3 seed Oregon. Which one of those losses is worse?
Definitely the unranked Alabama against Texas A&M.
So right there's one fix we can make if we're gonna just focus on these 2 matchups. Ohio State leapfrog Alabama.
Is Ohio State better than Alabama?
I don't know, but Alabama's loss was to an unranked Texas A&M.
Yes,
that's my issue here. Same thing with Penn State.
You have a
Same thing with Penn
valid
State. Penn State just
argument.
lost to number 3 Iowa, who just went to number 2, and they should be 5. They should be in front of Ohio State. They should be in front of Alabama. Their loss was with a backup quarterback to a good football team that's probably going to be in the college football playoff, if not the Big Ten championship, as an undefeated contender walking in. It's as simple as that.
I don't get why you're so upset. You would just switch them around by 1 spot.
Yeah, it makes me feel better though. I just don't like seeing SEC bias, man. That's my biggest thing. I don't like SEC bias.
Oh, man, okay.
Yeah. Do you see any ACC teams on here? Not this year, but still gonna complain about SEC bias. Michigan at 7. Michigan at 8. Oregon at 9. Michigan State at 10. And then Kentucky. Carson, you're a USC fan.
Dude.
What the hell is Kentucky doing right now? Because they're on a tear.
That's
the only reason I went to 11 is I had to give Kentucky credit.
And it's fair. They destroyed us, the Gamecocks, but that's not saying much. But they're 6-0. I guess it's because they're in the SEC. I was about to say, I feel like Coastal could beat the shit out of Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. So that wraps up college football. Let's move into.
I'm a OP boy. Know that that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side.
Day we hustle, but the night we
Know that they ride or die. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side.
Day we hustle, but the night we
Boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know,